Hello, everybody. This is Manoli here with another um. This is Manoli here with another Manola's Musings. Manola's Musings, people musing along, moseying along, musing along. How about it? How about it? The date is 7/11/2022. I should have hit the crap table. But alas, there's no gambling allowed in the great state of South Carolina. Not even sport betting. No, that is of the devil. Sport betting is of Satan himself. Um, yeah, anyway, how we doing? I've been busy, I will say. There's a lot going on, people, a lot going on. You know, I haven't slept. I haven't, there's no rest for the wicked, I suppose. I don't know. But I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I've just been busy working working my new job. This will be week 4 on the job. Also doing this suit business I'm involved with. I've been busy with that too. So man, it's a good thing I found time for you people. Um, oh, aren't you great? Aren't you grateful? Yes, 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 very much. The busy, Manoli, the busy, ever you know ever affluent man took the time out of his day to talk to you people. Isn't that sweet? Oh, um, rest in peace, James Caan, great actor. Whether you know him from The Godfather or Elf or Thief or any of his other movies, I know he was a good actor. Sad to see him go. Also Tony Sirico, who best known for playing Paulie in The Sopranos. Yeah, it's really sad to see him go. I mean, one of the best characters on the show, and yeah, it's really unique when you see all the other actors on the show. You know, they were all sharing stories about him and posting pictures with them, saying how much they loved him. So he seemed like they really loved him, which is it's nice to see that coming from them. And that's another thing I like about that show in the cast is that they're always support one another, which I think is really special. And I think if they got along as well as it seems, that's probably the reason why the show was as successful as it was. Um, yeah, I mean, just rest in peace, James Caan, or rest in peace, Tony Sirico. That's really about it. Two great actors, and rest in peace. Yeah. So, oh man, I had a busy weekend. So the first round of my suits and my jackets came in this week, so I was doing fittings all weekend. It's going good. People seem happy. People seem happy. It's going good. Hey, if you're interested in the suit and you live close by, let me know. little 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 self advertisement there. Well, it is my show, so I think I can do whatever the hell I want. Um, yeah. Uh, what else? Oh, so this is funny. So I had to deliver one jacket up in close to Charlotte, North Carolina. Not really in Charlotte, more of a suburb of the area. And yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, and so it took me through some back roads to get there. I was going up 77, and then it got me off Rock Hill, the sprawling metropolis of Rock Hill, South Carolina, and I went through back roads to get to where this person lives, their suburbs of Charlotte. Anyway, so I'm driving. I'm like, I wonder. I never crossed the state line that wasn't on the interstate. I'm like, I wonder if they have a sign, or will it just be, just the road is going to be normal. You won't be able to tell where South Carolina ends and where North Carolina begins, right? Anyway, so I'm driving. I'm like, I gotta be close to the border now, and I'm looking for a sign, right? A sign that says, you're down in North Carolina, and I'm looking on the road, and the road I'm on, the South Carolina road, it's all old, decrepit, beat up. The paint's all faded. There's potholes. I mean, it's just we have like the worst infrastructure I think in the country, or at the very least, we're in like the bottom 2 or 3. It's really bad. Anyway, so that's normal here. Uh, and then I'm looking for a sign, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't need a sign because I was going. The road went up a little hill, right? A little hill, and I'm looking, and I see this line, very distinct line, where this old decrepit road ended, and this brand new, beautiful black asphalt, clean, safe road began. I'm like, oh, I don't need a sign. There's the freaking border right there. It was the funniest thing. You go in and you see this beautiful new asphalt, and then there was a sign that said, this is the North Carolina border. I'm like, oh, no wonder, no wonder. You see what they did there? They reminded us of how much, they. I don't think they're better than us, but that's what they want you to think, right? So they made that little gesture. Oh, okay, it's all right, North Carolina. I see what you're doing there. I think it's clever. Yeah. So then that new beautiful road, it lasted for about 400 feet, and then it turned into another crappy road. So there you go. Not all that glitters is gold, I suppose. Oh, look at me getting all philosophical here on you. Just call me the Greek philosopher of the 21st century, people. Yeah, that was funny. And then I had the fitting with them, and I drove back to Columbia, South Carolina, to move out of my apartment. Oh, so sad, so sad to move out of my apartment. Um, when we get there, it was me and my mother. We went together. And we get in the building, and I'm like, something's wrong here. Just like half of the lights were out. It was like the emergency lighting was on. It was real dark. The elevator was broken. I'm like, oh gosh, this is gonna be real tough. And I live on the top floor, okay, so we had to go. We probably went up and down 30 times, and we're like, I don't know what the problem was. It turns out the building had been struck by lightning, and so it like just wiped out. I don't know. The building's just been incapacitated. And so it took us a lot longer and a lot more effort to move out, but we got it done. And thank God, all I can say is that it didn't rain because it rained pretty much all day other than while we were going in and out. And it's been raining like crazy the past, like, I would say, like 11 out of 12 days it's rained. Maybe not that much, maybe like 9 out of 10. It's been a lot, people, okay? And like I said last time, I ain't, I don't live in South Carolina to deal with a bunch of rain, a bunch of gloomy London-esque weather, I don't like all that gray. Yeah, every once in a while it's kind of nice, a little bit of change of scenery, but does it have to come all at once? Why can't it be dispersed throughout the year? Who's making these decisions? I'd like to talk to them. I'm kidding. Uh, no, but yeah, and it's one thing if it rains. The rain is rain. I don't really care about the rain. I really don't. It is what it is. I wish it wasn't, raining for 2 weeks straight, but eh, you know, at least I don't live someplace where they have El Nino or whatever it is that they have down there, or monsoon season. Uh, yeah, could you believe that I at one point I wanted to be a meteorologist and I don't even know what I'm talking about? Well, you wouldn't know, Manoli, if you'd gone through with it. Yeah, I know. Shut up. Um, I used to watch the Weather Channel religiously as a child. 5, 6, 7. I would just turn it on, and I'd be like, "Oh, there's a storm cell over Mobile, Alabama. They better watch out." It's like, why do they even care? Why do they even care? It wasn't by us. And then I always love during hurricane season. It gets so dramatic. They start playing that music. It's like that intense, like hardcore. I don't know, like the world's ending music whenever there's a hurricane, and they get all dramatic. They're like, "This is a catastrophic disaster," and most of the time it doesn't even hit land. But I give them credit. They should err on the side of caution. I agree. Oh, look at me giving people the benefit of the doubt. Who is this? This is not the Manoli I know. Um, yeah, but rain is one thing, but I don't know what it is about the people in this city, the city of Charleston, the holy city. Um, I don't understand what happens. It could be 3 drops of water could fall from the sky, and people they don't know how to freaking drive anymore. It's it is the most indescribable, unexplainable phenomenon. It was not even raining that hard today. It was like a few drops every now and then, but the traffic was all backed up. People were going super slow. I mean, it's like, okay, it's just water. It's water. We're in the 21st century. Nothing's going to happen to you, especially on the interstate. I mean, yeah, if you were going downtown where it floods when somebody flushes a toilet, then yeah, I would suggest that you be cautious about where you drive, you know. But it I don't understand it. It's just they slow down, they don't look where they're going. It's just there's always a wreck. No matter what, there's always a wreck. And it's just like, I mean, it took me so long to get home today. It shouldn't have taken me long at all. I don't understand what goes on in this city. It's just you, anybody who lives here knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's just the city of Charleston. It's bad at driving to begin with, and then whenever there's a cloud in the sky, it's a freaking 12-hour disaster. I don't know how to describe it. It's like water falls from the sky. Now everybody has a single digit IQ. That's how it is. I'm telling you, people, it's happening. It's happening. um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's one of those things, one of those Charleston things. It's just water, people. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It was drizzling. It was a drizzle. I can understand if it was, a torrential downpour, or it was hailing and lightning and thundering, and there was a tornado, and the 10 plagues of Egypt. But my goodness, people, it's not that deep. Just drive normal. You're gonna be fine. Just watch where you're going. Don't go too fast, but a normal pace would be nice. But what can you do? What can you do? Not everybody can be as intelligent as me. That's just what it is, and it's a sad reality of life that I just have gonna have to accept. You know, um, and this brings me to something I want to talk about, and this has been bothering me lately. People, I always get asked, they're like, "Really, what generation are you? Are you a millennial or are you a Gen Z?" It's like, I don't really know. I don't really care. I'm like right on the border here. And so I kind of pick whichever one I think's doing better at the time. Which I mean, I mean, it's like I don't really agree with either of them. It's like, why do I get stuck with these two options? I could either be a millennial, with, I could grow out one of those lumberjack beards and start frequenting microbreweries and have a Harry Potter tattoo on my ankle. I mean, I don't really like that option. And then I could be a Gen Z with the freaking perm and doing TikTok dances like a freaking idiot. I mean, what? Why did I get stuck with this? Why are these my options? I don't like either one of those. I mean, I like the occasional craft beer. I go on TikTok every once in a blue moon just because sometimes you need brain cells to be killed because you got too much going on. Uh, why do I get stuck between these two? I don't understand it. It's like the one side and the other. It's like, why do I have to pick one? Why does it matter? I mean, is that my personality that I gotta identify as one of these people? They had so much bad publicity about them. The millennials, they get the reputation of being crybabies, and Gen Zs get a reputation of being freaking psychopaths, and I don't know what's going on. And it's the same thing as a zodiac. It's like, why do we got to compartmentalize a person's entire personality? I think I have a personality of my own. It's like because I was born in 1999, that means one thing, and because I was born in December, that means another thing. Because um, there was a blue moon in this month, and Mercury is above Virgo, and you know what? It's just it's not my fault you don't have a freaking personality, okay? Don't try to bring me along with your nonsense, okay? If you're into that, that is what it is. You could do it. Just don't bring me into it, please. Okay? Is that too much to ask? Really? Once again, it's like, I got my own personality. I don't really need the generation thing. I really don't need the zodiac thing. So you can just leave me out of those two people. That would be great, actually. Yeah. Oh, what sign are you? I don't know. I don't know. What sign are you? Well, I'm a this and that. Like, oh, goodbye. But it's got real popular lately. You can't escape it. You can't escape it. It is what it is. Manoli, why can't you let people just do whatever they want to do? Why you gotta be so judgmental of people's hobbies and their interests? It's like I don't care what you're interested in. I really don't. You could be. I mean, if it's not hurting anyone, I mean, for God's sake, do whatever you want. But don't try to compartmentalize me along with it. Oh, that's such a Sagittarius thing to say. Well, you know what else is a Sagittarius thing to say? Screw you. Um, I'm telling you, he's an angry man with the podcast. What else do I want to talk about? I have a list here, and I'm actually moving along at a little clip here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm tired. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you will always hear me singing this song. Show me the way to go home. Ah, great movie. Fun song, too. Anyway, you see the things that go through my head. This is what I deal with every day, all the time. And people wonder, it's just the things that go through my head. They're like, like, aren't you bored? I'm like, no, I'm never bored. You don't understand. You don't even want to know. It's the things that don't make it onto this show that I mean, you would just be surprised. That's all. This is just the tip of the iceberg, people. The complexities of my brain because I'm such a genius, right? If I was a genius, I'd be worth $10 million by now. But oh well. Anyway, I saw a headline today. It said, "Reaching a new low. The euro is finally on par with the U.S. dollar." Well, welcome to the bottom, people. How are you, my European brothers and sisters? How we doing? Welcome to the circus. I mean, you could have picked a worse time to get on board with us. That's what all I gotta say. I mean, how embarrassing for you people. I mean, look at what we got going on here. It's a freaking economic disaster. Okay? And that's not a political statement, that's a fact. Um, and I'm not going to get too far into it because I try to steer away from this, but I'm just saying, you know, misery enjoys company. What can I say? And the people are so dramatic. I don't understand. I mean, that is the most frustrating currency to use, the euro. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't used that many different currencies, but all I know is that the euro, it's like you can't have a dollar bill. Everything's got to be in coins. You know how much I freaking hate coins? It's ridiculous. I mean, especially in America because they're just worthless, right? So at least in America, you kind of put them in a drawer, and then every once in a while you take it to the Publix where they have the freaking machine that counts all your coins, and you get $17.32 out of it, and you're like, oh well, I guess it was worth keeping them. Um, in Europe, they actually it's like a €1 and a €2 is a freaking coin, so you gotta carry all these around in your pocket. It's like I don't know what kind of pockets you people have, but for us, it's very annoying to be carrying around a bunch of coins in your pocket. That's all I can say. Well, Manoli, where's your wallet? I don't know. Capital One. Is that who says that? Capital One? I'm not looking it up. Where's your wallet? Um, I don't know. I was never a big wallet guy. I like to have the money right in my hands. Who needs a wallet? I had a phone wallet. Sometimes I carry a wallet. I do. I have one. But most of the time, do people put coins in their wallet? I don't know. But it's like, why do you got to use coins? And then it looks the same throughout the all the people in the eurozone. It's like, really? I mean, can we at least pretend like there's different currencies in Europe and make it a little more interesting? It's like, oh, where'd you go? Well, I went to Greece, Portugal, Spain, Italy, France, Luxembourg, Monaco. And you're looking there like, you're like, oh, show me the money. And it's like, it's a euro. It's got the picture of the continent. We're all unified over here. Is that what it is? The eurozone. Is everyone happy? Is everyone happy? Oh, you know what, Manoli? You're just bitter because you're sitting on a bunch of drachmas and you can't use them. Yeah, I am bitter. Okay, okay. I would have liked to have gone when they still had the drachma. Okay, I think that would have been a good time. But it is what it is. Can we at least pretend like we have different currencies? I mean, just pin it all on the same thing. If you gotta have a unified currency, just pin it all on the same thing. And each coin is interchangeable. You can at least pretend like you got a drachma or a lire or a franc. But no, everything's got to be boring. Everything, there's no excitement in the world anymore. I'm kidding. And that's the other thing about the generations. It's like I say stuff like that. You expect me to believe that I'm young and what are these people with their endless optimism? I don't think so, people. Um, no, I'm just I say this stuff. It's really a half joke. But there's some truth in there, and I exaggerate because if I was, I don't want to be one of those people that's just like, oh, everything's fine. This is what I do every day. I'm an influencer. This is my idealized, perfect little life. I get in my car, I go to work, I come back to my dog. Is that interesting? Apparently, some people really like them. These influencers. It's like how many freaking pictures can you post of your Starbucks and your house that's perfectly clean, and you wearing your friggin' scarf on the first snow with your coat. I mean, it's not interesting, people. It really isn't interesting, but some people like it. The lifestyle. Well, I want they have their life together. I want my life together. It's like, well, friggin' do it. You following these people isn't gonna make it happen. You got to do it yourself. Get your life in track on your own. Gosh. Um, this is interesting. Uh, so when we were driving, this is the third part of it. I should have said this earlier, but I got distracted because I don't know what time is it. Anyway, so we're driving. We're leaving Columbia, right? It's after we moved 8,000 things. I didn't know I had that at this apartment, and we're tired. We got a bite to eat, and then we're driving out. Right, and we go through the town of Casey, South Carolina, another urban hub of innovation and exploration and the modern day Atlantis. And anyway, we're going through. Why you got to talk crap about Casey? I'm just kidding, people. I lived in Columbia. People they call it the city of dreams. You think they mean it? It's a friggin' joke. Okay, I love my state. Only I can say things about my state. All right. Okay. Very good. And there's no disrespect to anybody who lives in Casey. There's no disrespect to anybody who lives in Rock Hill. I'm just, it is what it is. Charleston ain't all that either. Okay, let's just put it on the even playing field here. I will make fun of my state, but I will not let anybody else make fun of it. Okay, proceed. Um, but this goes along with what I'm saying. And anyway, we're driving, and there's this part of the road. It's like a sharp. It's confused me too. It's a freaking you're coming up the highway, right? And it cuts like almost 90 degrees. I would say, how should I say? It's a very sharp curve. And you're going, and it's this curve, and there's a road that goes off like straight, kind of, or a little left. And then there's a curve that goes to the right. So it's a very confusing intersection. And we're going past it. There's a gas station there. There's a Walmart across the street. Okay? We're going past it. I look, there's a hearse parked outside the gas station. And I look at the sign, the street sign, and it's a sign and it's impaled through a limo that's like totaled. And I'm like, what the? what is that? I'm like, what? What happened here? Literally, it's this limo that's been destroyed, and the sign is like wrapped. It's like somebody wrapped their limo around the sign, and so I'm like, I gotta figure out what's going on here. So my good friend Bryce, who was on the show, he lives in Casey now. Um, I called him, and he answered the phone, and his very nice wife Lauren answered the phone, and I'm like, what the hell is going on with that car or that limo or that hearse outside of that gas station just wrapped around? And Price is like, I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about. And Lauren's like, that thing's been there for years. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, it's been there for years. There's a sign on it that said, this has happened 5 times and somebody's going to die or something at this curve. It's like, slow down. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, why is it still there? People like, well, some people feel like it's a symbol of the community. I'm like, uh, I don't know. I'm not even going to touch that one. But I'm like, why? And she sent me a link to this news article and it had a video. It has like archival footage, and it says SCDO. If you want to watch it, SCDOT planning additional signage after car crashes in the Casey gas station. And it's like the most South Carolina thing I ever saw. But these cars, they come up on this curve. It's terrible, and they get confused or they go too fast and they go straight into this gas station, and it knocked out all the pumps. The gas all their pumps got taken out by people just coming out for this road. And there's a video of this car. Literally, it goes off the curve and it hits a pump and it sends it flying 50 feet in the air. I am not exaggerating. I don't know if it was any of these crashes were fatal. I really hope not. But man, oh man, I mean, this is really bad. Okay, but and listen, so this article, right? It's this interview. I mean, look up the article if you want to read the whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's I already said the name, so just go with me here. And what happened was the reason that limo's out there is because that guy who owns the gas station with all the pumps getting taken out. I mean, what are the odds of that too? It's like this. I mean, a gas station, you got a decent amount of room, right? It's like really they got to take out the pumps. I mean, if you're gonna crash, you got to take out this guy's pumps. I mean, I just feel bad for everybody involved. It's like it's a freaking disaster. It's a nightmare. This is what I'm talking about with the infrastructure. And and he said I put that limo out there that got totaled. It was parked when it got totaled by another car. He's like, I put that out there as a barrier in front of my gas station because I don't want to have to pay, thousands of dollars to replace all the pumps. They said that they knocked out all the pumps. There's no gas to be pumped. And in this day and age, you better believe you need gas to be pumped. I mean, think about that happen now. This guy would be missing out. I don't know. Does he make? Who makes the money with the gas? How much do the gas station owners make? This is an interesting question. I better stop asking questions about oil, otherwise, I may become a headline. But I'm gonna just move on from that subject. Moving along, moving along. Oh, what am I at? 28 minutes? Oh, let's talk about baseball. How about that? You like baseball? I like baseball. Let's talk about it. Look at my Dodgers, baby. My Dodgers are they got the best record in the National League. Second best record in baseball, only behind the New York Yankees. Well, I think they have easier competition anyway. I agree with you, but they're a good team. Hey, I'll take second best record. I will take that any day. We got like a 7.5, 8 game lead over the little San Diego Padres. Oh, the Padres. Oh, they're so tough. It was their year. It's gonna be competitive again. Oh, the poor Padres. Oh, they you know, just buried behind this. That's all I can say. Watch, I'm gonna eat my words. I know it's not even the All Star break, people. Let me trash talk, okay? Let me have something to talk, something I can be proud of for once, please. But my Dodgers are rolling, and the Giants are way behind, and I love to see that because the Padres and the Giants fans are always talking smack, always saying, yeah, you're not gonna hold on to the West for long, blah 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 blah. And look at this, best in the West, people. Okay, I was taking a look at the other standings. I don't have much time to watch anymore because I don't know. I got real busy, but I'm taking a look at the other standings. Some of these other divisions are freaking pathetic. Um, you got the freaking AL Central, the highest team. They're barely breaking 500, uh, which is absurd for a team to be leading their division and just barely be over 500. The second best team is at 500 even, and the rest are all in the dumps. Um, yeah, people. I don't know what to say. And then you look at the Yankees, and they're beating up on the little division too. The Red Sox are barely over 500. I mean, I guess the Padres aren't that far over 500. But what's your point, Manoli? I don't know. Dodgers do good. I'm freaking happy. Okay, Clint Kershaw's having a great year. It's like a renaissance of this man. My favorite player of all time. I enjoy watching it. I like my Dodgers. Okay, why? And everybody gives me crap. Everybody gives me crap. Why are you a Dodgers fan? Why are you a Dodgers fan? But my grandfather, my pop, who came all the way from Chios, Greece, landed in this country with nothing. Nothing. He had nothing. He made a name for himself in Brooklyn, and he went to the Dodger games at Ebbets Field when they were the Brooklyn Dodgers. And he said that he learned English at the Dodger games, and that's the legacy. That's why I'm a Dodger fan. So all you Braves fans around me, you got always got to talk down on my Dodgers, and all you other people, and all this and that. And whenever I start talking about my Dodgers, you're gonna give me crap. You can just, and that's gonna wrap up tonight's show. Oh man, I should have. I don't know. Sometimes I wish this wasn't a family show, but my mother's listening. I don't know. That's the only thing that stops me, people. That, and one of these days I feel like I'm going to say something anyway, but that day has not come yet, and that day may never come. But I will ask upon you to do a service for me. Um, that was terrible. Gosh, I'm going to work on that. Okay, and then next time it's going to be a lot better. But in the meantime, I'm gonna say goodbye, goodbye. How's that song go? So long, farewell. Ba da 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 da. Ba da ba da ba da 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 da. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba. So long, farewell. I don't remember the words. Yeah, I don't know. I saw that like one time, a long time ago. I know it's a sacrilege. I know, you're a musical guy. Why haven't you seen us down to music since you were 9 years old? I don't know, people. It's 3 hours long. I only got so many hours in the day. I liked it. I remember. I mean, it's Julie Andrews. Who doesn't like Julie Andrews, right? But I don't know. What's your point, Manoli? I don't know. Why? I gotta go. This is getting crazy. Yeah, I'm going off the rails here. So I better just call it a night and then I better just go to bed if I can. I'm all worked up now because I got all this bad drivers and these horoscopes and these generations and these people talking crap about my Dodgers and it's like, you know what, people want you to just lay off, okay? I got enough to worry about. I don't need you coming after me. All right, that's it. Have a good night. No, seriously. Thank you all for listening. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Okay? All right. Peace.